in the day, we settled our issue with these knuckles, my duty. Wasn't no running, wasn't no hiding, you had to stand 10 toes down. This new generation, man, they scared to knuckle up. Don't know where all these bitch traits came from. On God pimpin'. And if a brother was caught snitching back then, his hustling rights, his grinding access work, revoked. And was lucky if his life didn't get taken for going against the grain. Man, that happened to the game. The game. Bitch, I'm not sure where the disconnect happened. I'm not sure where the hustling game was infiltrated. I'm not sure when snitches were allowed to come back to the hood. I'm not sure when drug use became more popular than making bread on the app. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure when it was accepted in the hood for a brother to take the stand and point out the next man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. One thing's for sure, we not cut from the same cloth. We didn't hustle the same. When did the game allow so many lanes to enter and splinter the infrastructure of the hustling game? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. When did it be okay to disrespect your elders? When was it okay to sit in the back of a cop car and tell the blueprint of the hustling game? When was it okay? When was it okay to hang on the block and not try to make that bread? Hang on the block, pocket watching, putting your hands on females. Scared to do your time, so you snitch on the whole crew instead of going to jail. When did this happen? When did this disconnect to disrespect to the game? There's so many lanes in them. When did this happen? Man, y'all be capping. One thing's for sure, we not cut from the same cloth. We didn't hustle the same. When did the game allow so many lanes to enter and splinter the infrastructure of the hustling game? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Flicker, dope traffic from next door, constantly blowing like the wind through the trees. The smell of brown weed, sesame with seeds being smoked in the abandoned apartment next door. 2 houses up, little guy cooks up a unit, breaks it down into 36 individual plastic distribution bags, handed out to his crew. Just a regular Friday night, hustlers doing what hustlers do. And I knew trouble was hiding in the shadows. I knew about the shootings, I knew about the unsolved murder that we only whispered in murmurs about. But the hood keeps secrets, the block makes G's. Not yet a part of the organized crime, but my destiny was lurking faster than the sunrise. I wanted in, but the question was, when would they let me in? Folk ties, innocent candy paint, dope fiends and shootouts on the block. Just another dead body, another unsolved case. Folk ties, innocent candy paint, dope fiends and shootouts on the block. Just another dead body, another unsolved case. Got my first package, and my essay partner slid me a rave in 22. Told me not to open the door till I heard the password. Is there a bluebird on my shoulder? Can I kill it? I unlocked the gate, then open the door. The dope fiend handed me $50, I handed him 4 stones. This was the routine until I had a crew of my own. Everything was fun until the murder started, until I outgrew that dope spot and got my own. They showed me hood love until I was on my own. We used used to be friends, now we're rivals, never thought it would end up in bloodshed. And with my old school neighbor that I went to elementary school with was dead. And I'm on the run, but they'll never find a gun. I just hope the streets continue to keep seeing bow ties, innocent candy paint, dope fiends and shootouts on the block. Just another dead body, another unsolved case. Bow ties, innocent candy paint, dope fiends and shootouts on the block. Just another dead body, another unsolved case. It ain't no mystery how the drugs were pushed on the block. It ain't no mystery that my boy was murdered by someone from our crew. One fool flew over the cuckoo's nest, but in this game there are no regrets. And grandmama would always say, if they hit the game in the book, brothers would never look. And that had me shook. And I know, like the Sphinx's nose, that the last will be first. Even though I knew our history of oppression, the street kept calling my name. And sometimes it's hard to explain to moms why my young brother died in front of our house. She fought for us to have a better life, yet it ended in heartbreak for her. I study this game from J to Z, cooking up that yay in the dope fiend's kitchen, with the block hotter than ether, with so many lives lost in this game. Before most of us in this game, it's the only blueprint we know. And just like the dope game, my penmanship kept me at the dealership, and I had to take the good with the bad. Lost 3 of my loved ones in one day, and I'm going 3 times crazy over stacking these chips, riding sideways, sipping on that crazy horse. Of course, hitting anything moving and would eventually pay for it in child support. It's been too many hours in Alameda Superior Court, dodging them boys in them blue windbreakers with the gold letters, trying to send me to Pelican Bay. They even hated on Jesus, so why would I think you would treat me any different? Ain't no love in these streets. Yeah, we still fall for the same traps. We gotta do better than that. I study this game from J to Z, cooking up that yay in the dope fiend's kitchen, with the block hotter than ether. There's so many lives lost in this game. For most of us in this game, it's the only blueprint we know.
Unit 12, what's your status at the scene?
We got multiple bodies down, all individuals are dead. Repeat, all individuals are dead. Send the paramedics. No need for flashing lights. They're all gone.
Yeah. 1915, 41st Avenue, my humble beginnings. Liquor stores, neon lights sparking my ghetto interest. Me too young to stay on the porch, too old not to see my counterparts starting to get they shine on the block. What used to be a loving black community is now turning to the wild, wild west. Bulletproof vest and the presence of the Oakland police, chasing down young hustlers that's trying to get it. Got us all running like we running from them plantation slave catchers, and in the process the block trying to get them. Keys, units, zippers, powder. Welcome to the dope game, so you gotta keep your head in the rear view, looking out for the task force, police, FBI and the CIA for the big boys. Just a blueprint of how to survive in East Oakland on 1915, 41st Avenue. And just like a fish to water, the lure fast cash, Zeniths and Vogues capture the young brother's mind. and I fell for the bait too. And now I'm stuck to the grind. What was a hustle and a dream quickly turned to bad business. Black bodies were now being stuffed in body bags. Cousin effect, the drought season. Cousin effect, the drought season. And the combination of three strikes you out. And without a doubt, the game was changing and my thoughts on the game changed. And just as many brothers die, I imagine, in this game. Brothers, don't lose your life over this punk shit, because I come from the city of dope, and it couldn't be saved by John the Pope. John the Pope. Welcome to the dope game. So you gotta keep your head in the rear view. Looking out for the task force, for that FBI and the CIA for the big boys. Just a blueprint of how to survive in East Oakland. Yeah. On 1915, 41st Avenue. Oh, no. 41st Avenue. 41st
Avenue. Yeah. You know, streets don't feel how they used to be. The sun shines more through my window pane since you said my name. And you know my reputation, and you know how I view you. You're special, you're more than just something to do. So many past relationships, I took them for granted, because so many women catered to me. But you see, I saw something different in you, and you saw something different in me. And I'm ready to let all the childish games go. I know, you may have heard it before, but not from a brother like me with the street pedigree. And I can't believe you chose me. Could it be I'm falling in love with you, baby? Could it be I'm falling in love? Ooh, could it be I'm falling in love with you? Boys from the block know I'm serious. At first when I kissed you, I had to tell myself this time it was real. But you got me in a whole nother atmosphere. And my material things don't mean what they used to. The fast cash, money and clothes don't appeal to me anymore. And actually I know what I have in you, and I'm willing to give up the streets and get a regular 9 to 5, just so I can spend a civilian life with you. But that's what lovers do, and I'm not willing to jeopardize what we have. And the boys on the app understand, even though sometimes they clown me a lot. But they're happy for our relationship and what I got in, girl. Could it be I'm falling in love with you, baby? Could it be I'm falling in love? Ooh, could it be I'm falling in love with you?
All I remember is hearing a loud pop, pop, pop. I leaned over my steering wheel and I lost control of the car. And I felt my body lunge to the front and to the back. I could hear my radiator explode. I could smell smoke rising. I passed out, I blanked out, semi-conscious. I opened my eyes and was greeted by a paramedic. I heard him say, she's gone, she's dead. I couldn't move my legs, I couldn't say a word. I couldn't believe what he said. I could see everyone gathering around me. I could see shoes, I could see the sun, like a welcoming sign for me to come on in. I can't believe today is the day I'm leaving here. Gunshots, triple beam scales, and faulty drug sales. My main focus was trying to make that mail, when I should have been focused on loving my family and loved ones. Because we never know when it may be our last day. Never Never thought mine would be taken away by an AK-47 stairway to heaven. I take another deep breath, but I can't let go.
I never thought that morning when I walked out the door I would never see her no more. I never thought a shoe she left on the porch wouldn't have belonged to her anymore. I never thought this game would claim her life, but I would have to be foolish, because I've seen so many lose their life pushing this poison. For some reason I thought she was chosen above the deaths and lead shots, the predators who look like me on the same spot. I've always looked over my shoulders, not knowing the enemy was riding right with me in a car. Shot her in the head, bounced out the passenger door and left her for dead. So much for the game, so much for the game.
Gunshots, triple beam scales, and faulty drug sales. My main focus was trying to make that meal, when I should have been focused on loving my family and loved ones, because we never know when it may be our last day. Never thought hers would be taken away by an AK-47 stairway to heaven. I take another deep breath, but I can't let go.
Man, I got scars from the block, and the blood ain't in no books. My whole life won't make no newspaper articles. Bleeding on 39th, fighting death for ages. Blood spill quick, but my life slow motion. God kept me breathing, now I'm locked in this game. For sure. I ain't hit a class till I was damn near 40. The system called me dumb, but the system ain't for me. Special ed tag, they left me stuck in the dope house. Turns out I'm dyslexic, bruh, that's the story told. Walls got shot up when I beat the truth. Bachelors, 2 masters, I'm living proof. They said I couldn't, I said watch me though. From the Ave to the stage, I let my hustle show. They smoked our profits, they torched our towns. No lie, Tulsa, Rosewood, flames all around. They killed Malcolm, Martin, Fred, Mega 2. Real talk. Pump crack in the hood, what they supposed to do? Damn. But we still here, still fighting, still talking. Ooh. Still holding lines where the real ones walking. For sure. Still holding lines where the real ones walking. For sure. Just because it's in their books don't make it credible. Just because they say it's the truth don't mean it's our truth. Look beyond the surface, black man. Look deeper. We are a part of the earth and the universe. NASA's boy Berg Run said he seen with his eyes. He did. 7-foot blacks off a ship from the sky. For sure. They called him crazy, tried to shut his mouth. Cause black power in space don't fit their route. The Grand Canyon State Fence keep the tourists blind. Game tight. But pyramids deep where the rocks still shine. Say no evidence, but they burn the proof. Facts. Tuskegee, Lax, man, they been the truth. To my black boys grinding, don't believe that hype. Nah, you ain't less than nothing, you more than they type. I was shot, I was broke, they call me slow. Now I'm degrees in the bag, watch the hustle grow. Education ain't they gun alone. Nope. It's ammo for us when we claim our throne. Survive crack, survive them chains. Real ones. Survive them bullets in the government's game. Just because it's in their books don't make it credible. Just because they say it's the truth don't mean it's our truth. Look beyond the surface, black man. Look deeper. We are a part of the earth and the universe.
Excuse me, Mr. Newton. Excuse me, Mr. Newton. Would you like sharing what you're doodling in your little black book? I hated the classroom, not because I didn't like learning. It's because they didn't understand me. Maybe I asked too many questions. Maybe I made the little white teacher feel threatened. I've always had a gift of gab and writing poetry, but unfortunately my skills were frowned upon because I struggled with their arithmetic of reading and writing. But what many fail to realize, my culture, my blood, my DNA was woven by the drums from Africa, where we sat around fires and told stories. So this English dialogue of written letters was foreign to me, and in reality
I was only being who I could be and who I should be, but it did not translate into the Oakland public school society. On my neighborhood, hidden in plain sight, not knowing my true plight. In life it was to pick up a pen and write. Couldn't share this kind of passion on the block, because it would only end up in fights. Sometimes I feel like I was sent from another era. Sometimes in my neighborhood I still felt like an alien. What I mean by this, what I'm saying and what I'm seeing, it felt like I was there to report and to write and to recite the lives of those individuals I grew up with and sold this white poison in the neighborhood to get a few fits. So many of us died, so many of us tried our best to get out of this urban situation of murder, death, kill. But I'm glad I'm able to now document my stories, my struggles and their stories, because dead men don't talk. This game, this block, this neighborhood, it's all many of us ever had. And I'm so glad I'm able to tell you how we survived on the avenue East Oakland. East Oakland, hidden in plain sight, not knowing my true plight. In life it was to pick up a pen and write. Couldn't share this kind of passion on the block, because it would only end up in fights.